BTS News Today. Today the world is in uproar again. No one expected that in the midst of the bustle of those who are still serving military service, a great news emerges from two figures who are always the center of attention, Taehyung and Jungkook. A revelation that had been neatly hidden was finally revealed. Even more surprising, the reaction of Si-Hyuk, the founder of HYB, was completely beyond everyone's expectations, making the army around the world tremble, touched, and even many who could not hold back tears. Starting from a small moment captured by a fan's camera, rumors began to grow. A whisper between Taehyung and Jungkook behind a small stage at an internal military event, stealing the show. At first, everyone thought it was just an ordinary chat between old friends. But no one expected, behind that moment is hidden a long story full of emotions, struggles, and sacrifices. A trusted source from the HYB neighborhood finally divulged what really happened. That day, Taehyung, known for his relaxed demeanor and warm smile, finally revealed something that for years was buried in his heart for Jungkook. Not just ordinary words, but a statement full of meaning. Maybe it's a secret that only the two of them know. Jungkook, I have to tell you this. I am always proud of you, Taehyung said with a trembling voice. Jungkook, who is known for being strong and full of confidence, looked surprised, his eyes rounded, and in an instant, the atmosphere between them turned extremely emotional. Taehyung continued in an almost whispered voice, "No matter what happens in the future, I will stay by your side." For those who follow BTS's long journey, they know how deep the relationship between Taehyung and Jungkook is. From their first days as unknown young trainees, to the present day, as their names echo around the world, their closeness has become the foundation of each other's strength. However, never once did Taehyung openly express his pride to Jungkook in front of others, especially in such an intimate atmosphere. Jungkook's reaction was shocking. He seemed to be silent for a long time before finally looking down and grasping Taehyung's hand. No words spoken, but their body language is more than enough to tell what is happening. The cameras of the fans who accidentally captured the moment then shared the video widely, and in a matter of hours, the video has been viewed millions of times, accompanied by thousands of comments full of tears and pride. But behind all that, the most surprising thing was Si-Hyuk's reaction. The founder of HYB is known for his tactful manner and rarely shows emotion in public. But after hearing about that moment, Si-Hyuk decides to do something he's never done before. He wrote an open letter, addressed to all BTS members, but specifically alluding to Taehyung and Jungkook's moment. In the letter, Si-Hyuk wrote, "I have watched your journey since you were teenagers who did not know the way. Today, I witnessed two brothers who had gone through the storm together, unconditionally strengthening each other. Taehyung, how dare you express your pride to Jungkook, reminding us all that true power isn't just about success on stage, but about sincere love behind the scenes." The letter was officially shared through HYB's internal channels, but in a short time leaked to the public, making the army around the world crying. Many stated that the letter is one of the most beautiful tributes BTS has ever received, not just as artists, but as people who are constantly evolving and supporting each other. It didn't take long before the hashtags #ProudOfYou Jungkook and #Taehyung Heart of Gold became the #1 trending on Twitter, Weverse, to TikTok. Thousands of fan art, edited videos, and digital love letters flood the internet. It was a big hug for Taehyung and Jungkook from armies around the world. But this story does not stop there. A HYB staffer leaked that after that moment, Taehyung and Jungkook spent a long time together in the military training room, where they talk more deeply about their future. Taehyung, known as a figure full of imagination and art, talking about future projects he wants to pursue with Jungkook, not just as BTS members, but as best friends, as brothers, as family. "One day, we'll do something for you," Taehyung said with his eyes closed. Jungkook, who has been known as a hard worker and perfectionist, just nodded with a small but meaningful smile. There is something between them that cannot be described in words. Absolute trust, a friendship that will never fade, and a bond that even world fame cannot destroy. Si-Hyuk, after reading all the reactions from fans, decided to hold a special internal meeting. During the meeting, he asked the entire HYB management team to prioritize the emotional well-being of each BTS member, including support for personal projects that they intend to carry out after completing the draft. They are not just assets of the company. They are our souls. Si-Hyuk at the meeting, make the whole room silent in despair. Some music industry observers think that what Taehyung and Jungkook did could be a big turning point in the Korean entertainment world. For the first time, two global superstars reveal what's behind all the glitter in the industry. There are simple human needs: love, friendship, and mutual respect. Some ARMY even speculated that this disclosure was a sign that Taehyung and Jungkook maybe it is preparing something very special for the new era of BTS after they all completed their military service. Will it be a collaborative album? A documentary? Or maybe something bigger than that? The world can only wait with anticipation. Meanwhile, every word, every gesture, every little moment of Taehyung and Jungkook's meeting is now a treasure trove for fans. No one wants to miss a second of their interaction. Many soldiers make an in-depth analysis of their body language, their facial expressions, even words that may not sound obvious in the video are scattered. All this proves one thing, that in a world that is often filled with sensational news, scandals and baseless rumors, this true story of true friendship is much stronger, much more valuable. And BTS, with all its achievements, continue to show that what makes them special is not just their music, but also their hearts. Today, armies around the world are embracing Taehyung and Jungkook's story as if it's part of their own journey. Because in every step of BTS, there is a small part of every fan who walks with them, in laughter, in tears, in a promise of loyalty that never fades, and maybe in the midst of a changing world. This little reveal from Taehyung reminds us all of something most important, that courage to express pride and love to the people we care about is a true force that can change the world. This story, this moment, will be remembered forever. As Si-Hyuk said at the end of his letter, true love doesn't need a stage. True love shines brightest in the silence of the heart. And today, around the world, the ARMY proves once again that their love for BTS, for Taehyung and Jungkook, will never die. In a world full of magic and deep emotions that BTS created, every little moment involving the members feels very meaningful to the ARMY around the world. Today, a horrendous news emerged from a reliable source in South Korea, discussing the long-awaited moment. Taehyung finally reveals something he's been keeping tight for Jungkook. What's more surprising, the reaction from Si-Hyuk, the founding figures of HYB and people who knew them from difficult times, making the entire ARMY could not hold back the tears of emotion and shock. The story begins with a seemingly ordinary moment. Taehyung and Jungkook, two figures known to be very close even from the time of trainees, seen gathering in a closed room at HYB headquarters. According to reports, the atmosphere in the room was initially full of laughter, as usual. But over time, the atmosphere becomes calmer, heavier. It was as if something was hanging in the air, waiting to be released. Many say, just from their body language alone, it felt like something big was going to happen. Taehyung, who is usually known for his cheerful but also mysterious personality, finally opens up. With a slightly trembling voice but full of firmness, he revealed something that he had been holding deep in his heart, his deepest gratitude and recognition for Jungkook. He admitted that all this time, in BTS's long journey of storms and victories, Jungkook is one of the reasons he stayed, keep dreaming, and keep believing in the future.
You don't know shit, shut your mouth, you can say that I'm the same dude that got his come up